109. Be philanthropic. There are many good advices in every religion. Take the good things and leave the bad ones from them. Help of a pious depends on his expertise. As science without religion is crippled and a religion without science is blind. Science is a well-disciplined and well-arranged knowledge. When a religion is not well balanced with intellect, it only increases a man's fear from death. Religion is more widely present in science than science in religion. Listening to a wise man and to convey the messages of science to others are better than practicing the routine religious formalities. Following the religious rules and regulations is the divine law, but loving God is the main theme of religion. The rules and regulations of obedience have come from religion, and the rules and regulations of salvation have come from science and from the minds of mankind. It is out of human power to make somebody believe something according to some other's wish. Generally, it is only possible by threatening, deceiving, lying and cheating. Science and religion are like the two surfaces of a prism. We see nothing through any of its surface till the focal point of both the surfaces fall on the truth. When religion fears from science, it dishonors God and dies through suicide. To keep one's mind free from lies is the religion. Religion is a rare success, an asset of wisdom and realization of mankind. A man gets self-realization and enthusiasm for supernatural quest for knowledge and peace and consolation for supernatural wants. To love mankind is the religion. Any religion you may follow, but it should be benevolent to mankind. The way through which happiness in the world and in the world hereafter is attained is the religion. If you want to understand religion, you are to see it by your inner eyes. The religion which can't make a man mentally wide and is spread by money and power is disgraceful for mankind. A religion should be free from all filths and established by truth. To make a religion acceptable, it should contain such things by which human beings can promote themselves to a higher stage. Evidence of a religious depends on the actual natures of its followers. Good things of the past are to be protected, and doors for new ideologies are to be kept open. What can bring the most happiness in an individual's life is the honest religion. And what brings the most happiness in social life is the honest act. Our all efforts are aiming at religion. Religion is a positive matter. The religions or communities which succeed in solving financial problems become prominent over others. Many men may minds. The main objective of religion is to make mankind happy, so it is not wise to choose the way of suffering for the sake of happiness in the world hereafter. The objective of religion is to improve the personal lives of mankind. Religion discusses with main and essential principles of our practical life. Religion only prescribes duties for us. Strength, courage, benevolence, liberty, loving mankind, self-confidence and equity are the motto of religion. Peace, salvation, knowledge, science, that is the religion aimed at freedom of the oppressed humanity, is the real religion. The objective of religion is welfare of mankind. Religion is introduced for the welfare of mankind, but mankind is not created to sacrifice everything for religion. Obedience to the highest qualities among us over our deepest desire is the religion. Religion is the mental attitude. Worldly and heavenly happiness and peace depends on proper implementation of religious ideologies in our daily life whenever necessary. The objective of religion is to make the incomplete humanity into a complete one. Aim of every religion is to make the purpose of creation of mankind successful by guiding them to the right path. The objective of religion is to solve the earthly, heavenly, worldly, afterworld, ordinary and spiritual problems of mankind, to flourish them as human beings in its real sense and to raise their sense of values. Religion combines a man's belief in his activities. An act without a belief and a belief without its implementation is not the ideology of any religion. Both a belief in religion without work and a work without belief in religion are not acceptable. In a religion-based state, all its citizens, irrespective of their caste, creed and religion, enjoy basic human rights. Religion encourages for establishing global peace. Religion extends its open invitation for practicing diligence, punctuality and discipline. The objective of religion is the proper development of human character. To make a religion suitable for all ages, it should be well adjusted with the changing situations. Every religion is the result of a great historical need. People take shelter of religion for getting mental satisfaction, captivated by progressive, honest, scientific, philosophical influences. Mankind is free but not sovereign. Only religion can give him sovereign power. All the religions have given more importance on self-realization than self-concealment. Accept a religion if it is correct, faultless, wisely, praised and benevolent. Mutual harmony is the first and foremost principle of a religious institution. Religion and a religious institution are same important. Conflict does not arise among followers of the same principle. Mental peace is essential for mental soundness. Religion is salvation, but religious rule is slavery. Everybody has the liberty to express his own feelings and to accept any ideology. Wisdom helps to settle a dispute. The real happiness is not the reward of religion, but religion itself is the real happiness. Practical as well as moral senses are the foundation of religion. Value of religion depends on the moral progress of a nation. Welfare of mankind is possible only through collective thinking, teamwork and using assets in a well-planned way. Efforts for serving mankind and doing something beneficial for them are a religion. If we follow a religion, our families as well as our society will be developed. Mutual cooperation, equity, coordination and peace is the religion of mankind. Religion is related with our minds. Religion, religious institutions, society, families and ever individuals are benefited by observation of customary functions. Practice religion by agriculture, commerce, loans and alms to parents, wives, children, friends, officials and even to the animals with good conduct. There is religion, there is success. That is the real religion, which is the source of welfare of mankind. Love and thoughtfulness is the ideology of all the religions. I have become sure through my experience that permanent welfare can't come through force and oppression. After a long day, again the preaching of religion has become a competitive matter. It is one of the characteristics of religion that it does not make disunity among mankind. Not an iron sword but the equity and brotherhood attract people towards religion. Religion is not only spiritual regulations or a collection of some formalities. It is a complete code of life, which guides every class of the society individually and collectively. It is the complete code of life including the matters regarding religion, society, legal matters, trade, military affairs, trials and penal codes. Humanity does not come where there is no religion. So everybody is to acquire knowledge on religion to establish peace in the world. Religion has come for the interest of mankind, as such it speaks of human welfare. Religion has shown mankind the way of faith, regard, courtesy, forgiveness and mercy. It has shown the way of discipline for surrendering to Allah and has taught self-control to mankind. Religion is life and philosophy is thoughts. Religion looks above and cordiality looks into the heart of a man. We need both thinking and leading our lives, and we need well coordination between the two. Religion does not line asset but asset line religion. Not only assets but all the personal and collective welfare of mankind line religion. Nobody can live without religion. Religion is a wonderful discovery of human merits. Religion directs the liveliness, wildness of desires, uncontrolled conduct of desires, disobedience in behaviors, freedom of thinking, variety of probabilities etc. of mankind to a particular way and keep it limited to a mechanical measurement. If you make your religion yourself, you need not follow any traditional religion. A man with limited knowledge cannot go deep into anything. Nature has not given mankind any power which can't be explained. The supernatural powers of the saints are some easy techniques which they have learned. A man can be a magician but can't possess any peculiar supernatural power. There is no existence of anything like supernatural, impractical and sudden. Nothing is immaterial in this universe. Everything is having a practical foundation. Belief and dependence on supernatural or spiritual power make a large number of people non-enthusiastic and inactive. Misled and unscientific mentality makes the frustration and grifts inactive and misguided and protect the interest of the ruler. As a result, efforts for solving problems of afterworld but effortless thinking for solving worldly problems permanently grow among people. Man wants to make people believe that if you suffer and sacrifice in this world you will be rewarded with heaven after your death. When the oppressed and suppressed people tired of continuous labors for others, poverty and detachment, helpless struggle against oppression, then it is very easy to make them believe that there is an improved life waiting for them after death. Those who keep on working hard throughout their life remaining poor, religion teaches them calmness and courtesy and consoles them with the hope of heavenly rewarded. People suffer extreme poverty so they are extremely intolerant and at the same time, they have the characteristics of extreme attitude surrender to authority and divinity. It is meaningless to tell the advices of God to billions of hungry people, whose eyes are glowless and to whom food is God. No religion shows us the way of social and financial freedom. So the poor people become more poor and keep on observing the religious customs strictly. When the will to perform something become exhaust and energy less, then despondency, pessimism, meanness, ignorance, sorrow brings notion of other world after death, the ultimate one, and all kinds of supernaturalism. Truth does not exist not only when it becomes relevant with events. Rather it exists on the reciprocal condition of beliefs. Due to lack of proof, belief becomes existenceless. Creation of the attitude to remain obedient through repeated practice is the aim of moral power. Religion is the tools to perpetuate power. The endeavor to exploit the religion and good conduct for their own purpose. Fear and wonder is the primary basis of religion. In the imitation of the social system, the imagination of religious belief that is hell and haven get established. Men learn to think and believe accordingly, above all they conduct activities accordingly. The original aim of religious mood is to surrender. As a result, satisfaction of the good of peace turns to duty. The fear and anxiety for uncertainty is naturally painful for men. The sufferers are made understand that poverty and social discriminatory is universal, poor and rich are universal, because it is the outcome of prenatal life. The result of good and evil deeds of the present world will bring peace or distress in the life after death. In antagonism of many religions, followers are taught patience, saying that rivers have one platform. Such kind of publicity and preaching make people enchanted and deceived. Religion is like opium to mankind. Religion controls a wicked, keeps a man mentally squeezed, makes pleasure a rare matter, dissatisfaction universal, desires deaf, pains blind, feelings abstract, movement limited, both strong and weak, wise and ignorant, austere and wicked remain controlled by religion. The person who is illusioned by religion is like a blind man who kills others and dies himself. Religion has made us inactive, has crippled our morals, and has made us blind by prejudices. Every religious, political and educational policies are made by policymakers. What is the worldly facilities remain for the people, the entire conscience of whom is fulfilled with the so-called great thinking of protecting religion. Till today there is no substitute of religion for protecting the values of a society divided into different classes and to keep them united. Religion is required to protect the powers of the rulers. And the austerities of religion will keep the faith of people in religion and keep them illusioned for generations after generations. Religion has come for a livelihood after the formation of society and flourish of language. There is no basic difference among the policies of politics, religion and warfare. The selfish class have made the policies according to their choice. Those who are men by shape but cows by intelligence can't vomit the swallowed hook like the fish. As such, the blind like ignorant people of this society can't go out of this well-tuned rhythm of the society. No religion is dependent on any power, rather politics and warfare use it as a power. Religion itself is a power, and it is spread with the other powers. The only way to bring people in one's favor is politics and religion, and at the same time warfare is also used. The greatest weapon of establishing one's excellence and importance is intelligence. Religious philosophy grows on the basis of idealism. The informal religions grew in the primitive ages out of the extreme helplessness, lack of security and ignorance of people. Religious books can be explained in three ways: by its literal meaning, symbolic meaning and substantial meaning. Secularism means the worldly life. Secularism has come from worldly experience, thoughts, perception and wisdom. Later on, mankind has come to know that human life is the most important thing in society. Civilization and culture will grow with the help of wisdom, science, inventions and reasons. In early ages, social customs, trials and administration were governed by religion. Fundamentalism means basic or based on root. Fundamentalism is externally religious but internally political. The objective of the fundamentalists is to establish the rule of a particular religion and to control people by the religious laws, rules and restrictions. The fundamentalists select religion as the regulating policy of state and society. They want to hold the state power tactfully, using the religious feelings of people as the tool for acquiring their support. Fundamentalism controls men psychologically, which stops the creativity of people and its manifestation. Humanity, love and forgiveness are the weakness of character to the fundamentalists. Communalism means to hate others' religions. The first thing requires to oppress mankind is dividation and creating classification as the system of caste and creed. Religion is the best weapon of the extortionist. Religion is a tool for establishing commanding power on others. A separate religious book is there for each religion. Conducting of one's activities in a particular way is his own religion, and performance of its formalities is his religious performance. The polished, well-educated, wealthy and privileged classes tactfully created state with many patchworks. Their ultimate aim was to seize the sovereign power. But outwardly they pretend to show equity, rights and interests to all people. Aristocracy made its position well established through religious theories and priest system, special dress of the priestess, different religious leaders for different religious and religious customs. The religious traders always remind people about death in the name of religion. So death comes to the common people too early, which is not natural. Fear or panics have been created with a view to establish loyalty and power permanently. Religion is related to search of truth that makes a man submissive and conscious. The restrictions imposed by the religions regarding our different activities are purified with our wisdom and implementation. He who faces towards his personal interests shows his back to his religion. Few people are there on the path of religion, and truth is not there on the path made by mankind. Priests have created fear in the minds of common people. Religion is a means of oppressing the common people for them. When somebody keeps on suffering throughout his life, he thinks that this is quite natural, because he can't undo it, and he thinks that this is his fate or luck. But as a matter of fact, not fate but our mental weaknesses deceive us. To survive on people's greed and ignorance, they intentionally create meaningless fear and excitement among the people to serve their personal interests. Religion will be useless if everybody could be happy. A well-organized religion is different kind of politics. Help of logic, philosophy, reasons, science and technology is necessary for convincing people that in the world hereafter, reward for good deeds and punishment for bad deeds are there. If required, it should go through military, social, political or economical process. Otherwise everybody will take all the steps for enjoying the life. So it is necessary to preach that only innocent and honest delight can give peace. Politics with religion is the worst corruption. In fact, there is only one religion throughout the world, but it has been shaped in many forms. Conflict on religious issue is far more lingering than financial and political conflicts. Religion takes a man away from his individuality. The problem of implementing the religious sermons is mainly due to the gap between its theory and practice. A man becomes an atheist when he finds that there is no similarity between the sermon and purposes of religion with reality. It contrasts with science, it conflicts with philosophy, and when people don't get any answer to their questions, when they find that nothing happens without a cause, when they find everybody's fate is in his own hand and one's ups and downs don't depend on others. One cannot become an atheist if he does not have an extraordinary knowledge, intelligence, wisdom and moral courage. The prehistoric religious and supernatural beliefs have been created irrespective of any class. Once the belief was grown due helpless of human beings to the nature and due to their ignorance, later on merged with their ignorance and financial helplessness and powerlessness. If we can teach people how to live properly in a changed economic system, they themselves will be able to decide whether religion is a true faith or an illusion. Common people are tired of the lifeless formalities of religion and confused by its complicated philosophical explanation. General mass are misled by prejudices and gain to the process of surrender. But the wise keeps following the system knowingly. Still now, a large number of common people are interested to keep themselves concentrated within the periphery of the formalities of the prevailing religions. In this way they get mental peace and moral courage. Above all, in this way they keep on searching for their existence. Religion occupies a greater part of their so-called culture, tradition and self-identity. Religion is an integral part of a person's whole entity. Natural, social, financial and political helplessness and insecurity are ever increasing. And human beings imagines for a shelter and reliever from these problems. You may follow a religion but don't be orthodox, then you will be happy. Everybody follows his religion for his betterment. When a man becomes afraid and panicky, encouraging religious advices are then useful for him. Faith in a religion may be false, yet it is useful for human beings, at least for the time being. It consoles a man in his mourning and grief and encourages him during his troubles. The people who are extorted by various extortions, oppressions, the people who are helpless and weakened by various diseases keep on holding a religion for getting peace for the time being and for acquiring moral courage, and helplessly try to find out the way to get relief from distress. In this heartless world, religion is an encouraging heart for mankind. The worldly requirements for our livelihood remind us about religion. A weak man wants to win all with the help of religion. This is religion in its true sense. Pious women are more in number than the pious man. Had there been no God at all, man had to invent him. If you use your common sense and maintain the honesty of your thoughts, you can understand the necessity of the existence of the Creator. A man believes in the power of the devils as much he believes in the power of God. People are so much wicked and naughty being regulated by religions, so we can't think how much more wicked and naughty they would have been otherwise. Man has produced God to meet his requirements and to control the truth. In this way people are playing the game with God. A man preaches that he is under the command of God, but in fact he plays with God tactfully. Thus God has become a toy of human beings. The chained and still God weeps on sitting on the carpet of the nature and wipes the 7 eyes of the shapeless God. God is very cunning and tactful. He makes holes on the roofs of the poor people, makes the devotees to street beggars, kills the only son of a mother, gives royal power to the arrogant cruel, encourages the greedy persons and hands over the flag of victory to the sinners and the wrongdoers. God loves the poor all right but helps the rich. Had prayers would be fruitful, the rich people would have been hired people and engaged them to pray for the formers. God is a kind of mental state, which bends whatever is straight. Religion determines who are its followers are dissatisfied or break their promises and liars. The matters of the mythologies or the divine books are the heaven, the creature, universal dissolution, existence of the universe, protection of the universe and the creatures, mental changes, races, identities of the races, faith, reasons and shelter. Religion is not for humanity but for some races and communities. Religion has not only helped civilization to proceed forward overcoming various obstacles by its past experiences but also helped to form a political society on the basis of land and wealth. Religious formalities and functions were started from within the different communities. In those days priests taught people to maintain trust and they gave decisions to their followers about their different programs and functions, and on ceremonial occasions feasts were arranged for common people. In such cases inference of family interests were given more importance than personal interests. Experience of these communities regarding their own religious faith, process of prayers and daily activities is a part of the total experience of mankind. In their social lives a system like democracy is seen. Along with changes of civilization, religion also gets changed. The religion that is capable of showing the path for solution of social and financial crisis, that gets success. Changing economic circumstances and economic interests play a role, but so do a wide array of institutional arrangements command over organization resources, including intangibles like solidarity, moral perception and other factors. Along with population, economic capability and strategic eligibility, firm faith can make a community stronger. The equality of merit and practice of the community is essential for power. Any religion's idea or influential tendency in folk culture is necessary for social relation. Local and national organizations patronizes religious value with power and energy for susceptibility. The rules formulated irrespective of place and time, by society is called good behavior. 4 aspects: devotion, worship, donation and respect. Wise men don't leave their own fate on the hand of uncertainty. Despite their lack of eligibility, they don't stop themselves from struggle. The main and necessary objective of existence is happiness, and to create this happiness is the only religion of mankind. The function of creating happiness is the worship to Allah, but it should be keep in mind that it is not possible for one alone to create happiness. So, to be happy one kind of arbitration is essential. Religious has come in different ages on the basis of the human nature of those ages. Faith in the existent soul is the root of religious ideas. Religions have derived from various feelings, emotions and desires of human beings. So we are to find out the source of religion in human minds. Religion does not tell us to neglect the history of mankind. He is the great man who can overcome the limitations prescribed by his place, time and religion. Religion influences a man to form his conduct and character. First of all, we are to find out the root of the mental disease due to which people are misexplaining the activities of the world, and then we are to try to cure the diseases. Some of us may not think over the vast universe. All the illusions are nothing but tailoring of words of the clever people. Nobody can save himself from this forgery till they becomes mentally conscious about themselves. And the clever leaders do not like that general mass should become conscious. Sins, virtues, customs, misdeeds etc. are all imaginary matters. Religious does not look after mankind. Rather, mankind takes care of religion. We should not be the slaves of our inherited beliefs, but we should remember about our responsibilities as a human being with a reasonable mentality. Without spiritualism, no advice of a wise man becomes effective. All the religions are distinct from practical life. Pious men agree with the society but follow their own religious teachings. Everywhere in the world the pious men sacrifice their lives in the hands of the followers of other religions. If somebody dares to call those pious men devoid of ethical sense, then we should understand that the inhuman unbelievers in God and the followers of wrong paths spread such false propaganda against the pious men. It is not possible to believe in all the theories of a religion. So he searches for uniformity and variety. Religious ideologies should be regularized by justifications. Otherwise the theme ideologies may go down and become mere an idealism. Religion without philosophy becomes prejudices, and philosophy without religion becomes atheism. We should be careful that religious teachings should be constructive but not destructive. When mankind understood that in this material world search for happiness is totally fruitless, then religion starts. People feel it necessary only when they find that it is essential. When people feel for something other than worldly affairs, he feels necessity to follow a religion. Rich or less believer. Everybody is religious due to his poverty. There are 4 kinds of devotees or pious. Those are distressed, needy, inquisitive and wise people. A distressed person follows religion to get relief from his distressed position, a wealth seeker for his desire, an inquisitive person for search of knowledge, and a wise man to justify eternal and perishable. A sick man, a man having inquisitiveness for knowledge, an ambitious person for enjoying happiness, and the wise men are the 4 classes of people who accomplish the religion's rites. Among them endangered and ambitious persons want material gains and wise and inquisitive persons want salvation. There are their kinds of wise people who want salvation of their souls. They are who want salvation, free from physical bondage and God form of salvation. A pious man can concentrate himself in religious activities within no time and he does not feel uneasy in doing it. Most of the people are atheists to some extent, but everybody remains satisfied thinking himself pious and believer in God. Anybody's knowledge about religion is related to the knowledge he acquired personally. The urge for overall fulfillment of a man's desires in the limited sphere of this material world grows religious consciousness in him. Religion condemns blind imitation in case of faith and mechanical attitude in case of doing duties. Religion is mainly a matter of faith. Salvation can be achieved through knowledge and devotion only. Devotion without knowledge is a meaningless effort. Without mental practice of good taste and courtesy, a religion loses its variety and importance. Establishment of peace and livelihood is the substance of a religion, which becomes a dynamic power of the religion in practice through the ideology of life and enthusiasm for work. Looking after the welfare of others and trying for acquiring wisdom is the religion life. Remembering weals and woes deeply time to time, again and again is piousness. The religion which is fruitful for practice life, universal and guided for salvation is acceptable to the wise people. A man can be really a pious man by becoming educated in obedience, concentration and lighter knowledge with great interest from the activities of one's associates. Excellence of a religion depends on the self-purification of its followers. Wise as well as pious men attain salvation automatically. To sacrifice everything that is to be free from illusions, is the duty of a pious man. Engage yourself in religious activities with concentration, regardfulness, neutral attitude, without a feeling of enmity with anybody, cheerfully and silently. Everybody follows the religion which he inherits. Always remain in the path of religion. Try to keep your mind very honest. Lead your religious life very carefully. He is the real pious man who is having in him affection like sun, benevolence like a river and hospitality like land. An atheist also is blessed by God who is not proud of being a pious man, acquires and spread knowledge, does not follow the religious books but works for human welfare. They are the most greedy for virtues who are smelting the sins. They are the most greedy for being a pious man who have not acquired any humanly quality. Religion does not lie in some formalities in eating, movements, customs, restrictions, enjoyments, sacrifices, verses or idioms, but religion lies in proper knowledge, honest love and honest acts. Great man establishes a religious community and we take the community but not the religion. It may be a religion or beauty any great thing, when it is made restricted, its original appearance is lost. If somebody demarcates a river with a barrage for making it his personal property, then the river no more remains a river but becomes a pond. He who follows a religious book, that is a pious man, will never adopt the way self-deceit. Everybody should realize that self-deceit does not bring a good result for anybody. A little learning of philosophy makes a man atheist and a proper knowledge and philosophy makes a man pious. Love, hope and dependence on God are the three characteristics of the pious man. He cannot hold firm belief in religion who is mentally inactive, loveless and does not have dependability on God, so his fall is certain. There are many people who declare with pride that they don't have any connection with religion. It is like those who breathe but say that they don't have noses. He who has realized the value of conscience and mental relief, becomes fearless and sinless tasting the honey of religion. Nobody can be a pious man by listening to many lectures on religion. But if somebody listen to religious teachings a bit but try to realize it wholeheartedly, surely becomes a pious or virtuous man and he never asks for any evidence in favor of religion, that is he never feels disregard and distrust on religion. The main cause of atheism is various fractions in the religions. Every renowned atheist is a good man, a good citizen and a wise man. As a man everybody of them is having more sharp and strong sense of social responsibility, dutifulness and benevolence than others. Atheists are generally considerate, intellectual, reasonable, benevolent and having moral courage. As such there is no moral or material risk from the atheist. A wise man who acquiring education and earning money does not think of infirmity and death and while following religious instructions thinks that his death is at his door. Everybody should follow his own religion. In this way peace and progress prevail in the society. Peace and satisfaction come from the religion which is well coordinated with human nature. To follow others' religion, to make section in a religion, not practicing religious rites and practicing religious formalities only for showing others, are against religious rules. Contradictory religion means a religion which is contradictory to some other religion. Other religion means the other gods or goddesses not approved by some other religion. Act contradictory to religion means the boastful facts. Deceiving religion means a religion by name but not such in fact. Religion is nothing but different efforts for realizing and feeling unlimited knowledge. Not faith in any ideology or as traditional belief, but the direct feeling is the motto of religion. Practice of religion depends only on realization. Religion is not present in any other ideology. Religion means to be an ideal human. Religion is nothing but feelings. It is universal and above all ideologies, countries, ages and personalities. But faith in religion depends on a country, age and person. So those who are trying to establish truth as well as religion are on the right path. Only religion plays an important role in the social and spiritual lives of mankind. Devotion is required to realize the substance of a true religion. As a poor man is deprived of all happiness and enjoyment, likewise, a man without devotion is unable to do good acts. Only complicate philosophy or advice of a good teacher is not sufficient for being a pious man. One can be a pious if he acquires required knowledge. Any worldly trouble, poverty, need, mourning, pain etc. can't affect a man's religious belief. Religious belief is an unchangeable and permanent mental state which can't be compared with anything else. This is the best love. Everybody wants to remove his griefs, which is the main objective of religion. To attain this goal one is to be empowered with his own power within himself, and he is to face many obstacles. Religion is like the satisfaction of a man who leaves his home and family for a particular destination and he reaches there after a long journey. Religion is necessary for making our life nice, well-disciplined and peaceful. A man can be a pious if he can wash out all his mental dirt. It is quite impossible to be a pious without self-purification. The main objective of religion is the overall physical and mental welfare of mankind. Acquiring self-discipline is the religion in its real sense. Religion emphasizes mankind for acquiring knowledge about everything of the world. The final and ultimate manifestation of a man's conduct is the objective of religion. Objectives of all religions are to make a well-coordination between a man's physique and his mind. Religion is mostly needed for educating the people who are slaves to their instincts and emotions. Always try to engage yourself for the welfare of mankind. Truth and false are the cause of effect. Everybody is having a seed of religion hidden within himself. Religion is to be followed, to be kept in mind for all the time and to be maintained. Religion has come for ensuring happiness and peace for mankind. Religion is universal and for all. Not fruitless or inactive idealism, a proper decision should implied throughout life, is religion itself. Not mere a decision but implementation and realization is the religion. Religion is beneficial for mankind in all ages. To make religion effective, it is to be followed full-fledged. To remember religion means to remember oneself. Full-fledgedness and maturity of a man's life and his religion come when he reads the religion's books, listens to others about religion, thinks himself, try to understand it and absorb it properly with his personality. Religion is a complete code of life. Satisfaction of sense and taste is religion. Spend your time in positive religious activities and acquiring knowledge. There are 3 principles of religions, those are being liberal, to do something for peace and happiness of mankind and to behave well with them. A man's religion should be reflected by his activities. A man's religion means his actions, and his actions means his religion. Religion, truthfulness, justice, welfare and freedom are the ways for attaining a positive mental attitude. Religion means a direct feeling, which is attained by a supernatural way. A man's thoughts take the shape of a symbol, a man's consciousness is his religion. Religion makes a man mentally soft, pleasing, deepness and wideness. Man gains inner eyes with the help of religion. Religion is for alive, not for the dead. Proceed forward, never mind about various ideologies, philosophical theories, but implement the advices of the religion which you are proud as your own. There are 4 steps of religion: truth, kindness, prayer and charity. To suppress sins, dishonesty and negative attitudes are the basic principles of all religion. Show your belief through your actions. Blessings alone don't serve the purpose, but you are to do something practically for needs. At the primary stage of religion it is essential to follow the religious formalities. Religion is universal, its instructions are not. So the aim of religion is far above its formalities. Religion becomes alive in a man's feelings, through the religious functions and in a man's conduct. Religion is a process, ideologies and rules are to be practiced. It is easy to talk about religion belief in its ideologies, but difficult to form a good character and to control one's sense organs. The main themes of religion are honest thinking, honestly speaking and honest deeds. Religion means performing religious functions in hearty obedience. It is possible to acquire the qualities of a pious man through a personal experience and practice of religion wholeheartedly. The main theme of a religion is not expressed by its formalities. Mere performance of religious customs, culture or about the world hereafters is not religion. Existence of religion is not as matter of proving but a matter of realization. Sometimes discussion about the supernatural matters becomes a fruitless conversation. There are 3 stages of religion: ethical knowledge, practical behavior and practice. There is no compulsion in religion. If somebody wants to believe in some religion, he is to do it heartily. Our inquisitiveness for the mysteries of the world makes us conscious about religion. Welfare of mankind lies in abiding by the instructions of religion. Everybody should follow the instructions of religion fully. Keeping or holding an idea is the religion. Religion means conception of an idea. Religion means study, teaching, charity, protecting the creatures, agriculture, livestock, commerce, fine arts and serving mankind. Formalities and prayers are the outer parts of the religion, and thinking, imagination and feelings about supernatural matters from its inner parts. Recitation of religious books acts very strongly in the subconscious mind of a man, which severely shakes a man physically and mentally to disclose inherited subconscious. This state may be considered as a matter of mental research. His life is successful who justifies everything himself, determines principles and rules for himself and follows it throughout his life. Whatever is written is not believable, but people think that a scripture is a religion. Religion is not a matter of debate but realization. When there is no sacred book in a home but abundance of food is there, the demand for food is fulfilled all right, but they are deprived from the food of their souls. There are essential dominations, which a man must accept. If we are habituated to take it as freedom, then we become really mean and enormous unhappiness are created in the society. But if we take it as our religion, we get freedom under domination. If you follow somebody thinking yourself as his servant, then you are really his subordinate. On the other hand, if you follow somebody as your religious duty, then you are independent. Faith in the soul and universal authority of God is the straight path. There is no compulsion in religion, but one's will is all in this respect. Decide positive yourself. Exercise your wisdom and you will find the source of well-being. A derailed man cannot find out his way. It is quite natural that men will be derailed when he thinks a beneficial way is a harmful one due to complication of his thinking and ignorance. Let them remain in their position, who thinks religion is as an unnecessary thing. They will have to suffer for a worse situation for their attitude. Religion is everybody's personal affair. Everybody has the equal right and respect of religion. Every religion is contradictory to another religion. There is no way of proving that one religion is more true than another. There is a personal difference in everybody. As such, it is impossible to establish one religion in one community instead of many. You can follow a religion after listening to and understanding the sayings of its sacred books. Religion removes envy and preaches real wisdom. God has not been described formally or can be felt by sense organs in any religion. But we can't make an idea about a supernatural thing living in practical life. As such, some symbol is necessary for us to realize it. As breathing is necessary for life, some object is necessary while thinking about something. Everybody will not accept the same ideology. Every thoughtful man will have a difference of opinion. Because differentiation is the first symptom of thinking. All the religions are basically the same. Yet it is quite natural that different nations will have different religious customs. Different religions have the different ways to satisfy God, but their ultimate goal is the same. The differences among the different religions are of expression but not of the basic theme. Those who are really pious never arise dispute with the expressions of different religions. They know the basic gist of all religions. Clash with different religions is meaningless and is nothing but friction of words. Everyone thinks about some idea as his own and he wants that everybody should follow his ideologies. This is the root of all religious clashes. All religions are one, but different religions express it differently. Religion is the search for the real truth, which we can perceive some permanent things in our temporary life. Different religions are the different medias of realizing the truth. Our ideas regarding religion is changing day by day. Different sacred books only guide us to follow religion. If we leave disparity and envy and establish equity, we can be pious man. A man's conscience coordinates materialism and spiritualism with his power of reasoning and makes his religious belief firm. Learning the basic principles of all religions and to coordinate the divided and scattered parts of its real truth is the religion in its real sense. The first and foremost feature of religion is to worship a sole authority of the universe, and everybody himself is the priest for it. Religions means the religion of faith in a sole authority who is endless and is present everywhere. Different religions want to satisfy the sovereign powerful entity of the universe in different ways. The knowledge acquired by one's own realization and intelligence is religion. Blind loyalty to some prejudices is not religion. There is no difference and was no among the basic principles of religions preached by the great men. If it is there, then that is seen due to the difference of our understanding. There is a similarity in the basic principles of all the religions of the world. No religion has imposed such duties and responsibilities on its followers, which is impossible for them to carry out. People suffer due to not understanding the advices of religion. A religious statement is more sacred than any other statement. There is only one true religion. Thoughtfulness and research are a gain to understand about the existence and powers of religion. Firmness in religion is the gist of patience. Due regard to religion properly. Every pious man shows due regard for religion according to their capability. Protect religions, don't to your eyes disputes on the sole authority of God, prophecy and the matters regarding establishing peace. People differ about different religions due to their incomplete and improper knowledge. Religion is having its own value. Purpose of following a religion is not served if its followers don't have utmost interest. A religious book should be explained intellectually and in the language acceptable through justification. It becomes acceptable to all if the language used in religion is easy and simple. In the world, religion is the only matter that nobody has the patience to tolerate any criticism. It is not possible for common people to leave the faith, purifications, customs, conduct and rules and regulations followed by them since their childhood. It is easy only for the man who is having an extraordinary moral courage and a high sense of reasoning. All religions are good, because all of them teach mankind should be good. Followers of all religions worship the only God. Somebody calls him God, somebody Hari, somebody Allah and somebody Brahma. The names are different but the entity is the same. All the religions teaches non-violence, truthfulness, purification, kindness, mercy and forgive. Universal soul may be called as the oldest philosophy. Universal soul and religion are not exactly the same thing. The main idea of religion is that mankind wants to make a relation with some supernatural power. Human beings are mentally superman, firstly, and selfish man secondly. Efforts for making coordination between these two qualities has derived religion in the long run. Otherwise men would have remained fully in advantage and disadvantage, desired and undesired at world of existence, sense of sin and virtue and good and bad would not have existed. Selfish activities can go blindly, but welfare activities can't go in the same way. Benevolence of a man depends on his conscious wills. If somebody tries to get welfare activities done by people showing the fear of natural disaster and greed of happiness in the world hereafter, he can get something done by them, but not of welfare nature. Because unlike selfish activities, welfare does not aim at fulfilling some other desire, but fulfilling the desire of welfare activities is the only desire of a benevolent man. Money, happiness and other desires of mankind can be derived from religion. Religion is the substance of all. Listen to the substances of all the religions and get it by heart. Human body is perishable and wealth is not permanent as well. Death is always knocking our doors, so we should have some savings of religious deeds. Wealth is restless, life is also restless and temporary. Only religion is static in this dynamite world.